Thanks for staying with us, everyone. Similar to the 2025 Tax Reform Act, which take effect this January, the Kogi State tax law focuses on streamlining tax administration, protecting low-income earners, and eliminating multiple and illegal levies. According to the state government, key elements of the law are taxpayer relief and exemptions, administrative and structural changes, presumptive tax regime for the informal sector, amongst others. The reforms also aim to eliminate over 50 redundant and illegal taxes and levies that previously burdened businesses and residents, especially those collected at roadblocks. Commissioner for Information and Communication in Kogi State, Kingsley Fanwo, joins me on the news at 10. Mr. Fanwo, Happy New Year, and thank you for joining us on the news tonight.
Thank you very much for having me. Happy New Year to all viewers around the world.
This new Kogi State tax law exempts individuals earning up to 800,000 naira annually and small businesses with turnover under 50 million naira from major taxes. It looks good on paper, but how do you ensure these exemptions indeed reach the intended beneficiaries without creating loopholes or abuse?
Thank you very much. We want to thank Mr. President for bringing these tax reforms. I would say it's about the best policy of the present administration. And in Kogi State, we are 100% in support of the tax reforms. And that is the reason we've decided to domesticate the same and have it in the state to show our support, to show our faith and believe in that tax, the new tax law at the federal level. So we have the one now at the state level already being signed into law yesterday by the chief servant of the state, His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo. We have a way of determining what people who earn wages, what they earn. And the law has some exemptions. And, apart from the fact that it has been digitalized, it has exemptions for people earning 800,000 naira or below per year. They are completely exempted from paying tax. And companies with a turnover of 50 million naira or less annually are also exempted from the company income tax. And also, there are some goods and services that are completely exempted. That's with food items, medicals, and a lot of others in that category. This is aimed at protecting the poor in the society and also ensuring that people who earn very small income are not burdened with taxation again. And that is the reason when you look at the tax, low-income earners are completely exempted. The middle-income earners pay little, while the high-income earners pay in line with their income. So there are ways of determining this because we've been able to put them into the baskets together, all of them together.
Indeed.
And we'll be able to, with digitalization, it is not going to be abused at all.
Mr. Fanwo, allow me to jump in quickly, because one of the key goals of this law is to end redundant and illegal taxes, including those collected at roadblocks, which of course we see across the country. Walk us through what your concrete measures are to enforce this, and precisely how do residents and businesses report violations?
Thank you very much. It is easy to do this because it is being digitized. Before now, taxes are being collected in cash in some situations, but now it is even criminal to collect tax, in cash. So right now in Kogi State, from today, the 1st of January 2026, it is a crime to collect taxes in cash. So with this, it is easier to be able to pull all of this together on a digital platform that is already in place. It is not about talking about when implementation will start. It has already started. And also we have platforms where some of these concerns could be ventilated and be dealt with by the tax authorities in the state. Just like I said, that the tax law at the federal level is one of the best policies of the Tinubu administration. The same is applicable to what we have in the state. It is one of the best policies of the state government. There are channels of reporting abuse and some of these concerns. So it is not going to be a problem at all as far as Kogi State is concerned.
Digitization is good because the law centralizes tax collection under the Kogi State Internal Revenue Service. And you are talking about the fact that you have digitized the process. But what about the capacity of this service technologically and the steps that needs to be taken to support citizens, especially those in rural areas, in this transitioning to digital system?
We did not just wake up one morning to come to the conclusion that this is where we want to go as a state. We've painstakingly studied the terrain and tested some of these platforms in rural areas, in places where you barely even have communication networks. We've also been able to develop systems that will be able to deal with such situation. So we factored all of this into our decision as a government to go digital. This is what will bring transparency, accountability, and be able to protect also the taxpayers in the state. So we are ready to be able to deploy these systems anywhere and everywhere across the states.
Commissioner for Information and Communication in Kogi State, Kingsley Fanwo, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much for having me.